Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. It seems like the Russians did not run out of their rockets and missiles, as many reports came from UK and Ukraine that they came, first one came in April and then in May and June, and then I haven't seen any more, to be honest, stating that the Russians depleted their arsenal, and they used almost all their rockets, all their missiles, all that, and it didn't happen. Now it seems like the number of rockets and missiles fired towards Ukraine are increasing, or at least the articles are using higher numbers for whatever reason. I thought it was there were two aspects here. One, the Russians are incapable of doing anything. They're like done. And the other one is the counteroffensive of the Ukrainians. Well, none of these things as of now occurred or seem to occur, or at least are in the developing mode. And it's very strange because I understand propaganda, I understand misinformation, disinformation, all that, but you lose how should I put it? You lose credibility if you still have any. I'm talking about the intelligence services of a country, which have to be kind of accurate, because they have clear protocols in determining what's an information, a valid information, which one is not a valid information. But it seems like with everything else, life gets diluted over there too, or maybe that's the way it is the plan. All right, let's see this Ukrinform article from today, 11th of August 2022. Russian troops struck Sumy Region 164 times over the past day. Well, over the past day, Russian troops have opened fire on 13 settlements in Sumy Region. How can you open fire on 13 settlements? Are you in an offensive or what? The police are now documenting the effect. The relevant statement was made by the National Police of Ukraine on Telegram, and Ukrinform correspondent reports. And I'm quoting, on August 10, 2022, Russia opened fire on Sumy district, Konotop district, and Shotska district. A total of 164 strikes were recorded. The enemy shelled such settlements as Vorozhba, Bilopila, Zrabovke, to the 13th that they said over there. The report stated. According to preliminary data, Russian invaders used mortars, the GRAD multiple launch rocket systems, cannon artillery, and self-propelled artillery systems. As a result, 5 households, a car, and gas pipeline were damaged. So they used mortars, GRAD multiple launch rocket systems, cannon artillery, and self-propelled artillery systems, and they destroyed 5 households, a car, and a gas pipeline. Do you believe that? What about the rest? Because there were some other things that were hit. The police opened criminal proceedings in accordance to Okay, so again, the Russians are using 164 or how many strikes, and now I don't know if this 160 are just one, two, or it's serious and it's considered one. When you fire, let's say, a bunch of them in 30 seconds and you readjust, so that's considered one, or you fire 3,000 in that. I don't know exactly, because they don't give the specification. Maybe I'm looking too deep into that, which is not something very deep anyway here, but I'm trying to figure out. I mean, it's like what, 3 houses, a pipeline, a car, and 3 chicken, and I don't know, that's it. After 100, I mean, what are these guys hitting? Or this is just for about 3 let's say GRAD rockets, and the rest hit the Ukrainian army. Is that what it is? I'm kind of starting to I'm about 80% certain, maybe 90. I'm inclined to think that They are telling us only the civilian damages and all that, for the pathos and love, and look at the Russians as criminals, ignoring anyway the damages and destruction and killings of the Ukrainian army, which I don't want to say guarantee you, but I'm 99.9% that occurs. Let's put it this way, or maybe 100% it occurs, but they don't tell you anything about it. It's not that the Russians are always missing and just hitting cows and cars and cornfields. But the point here is that the Russians are still having ammunition. 13 settlements, if you divide that by, there's going to be like 10 rockets, about 10 rockets on 164, let's say, 13 settlements, and you get about, I don't know, let's say 10, 11 rockets per settlement, and you destroy three houses, a car, and a cow. I don't think so, and a pipeline. So the point to take out of this is that the Russians still have the capability. They are hitting these things, and they don't tell us is it an offensive or they run around. I don't think they run back somewhere, because all these things are not, don't shoot there when you go back with these kind of things. Why would you shoot settlements that you already had under control? You know what I mean? So let's say this is the line, the front line, and if you're retreating, as you retreat, let's put it this way, this is the front line, Russians, Ukrainians, the retreat, you have here a settlement. So you're going to pass this settlement, and then as you retreat, you're going to bombard the settlement. Well, you had a chance to bombard it when it was yours. You could raise it. So it doesn't make sense. And unless you go like this and the Ukrainians come over. But believe me, if that would have been the case, this article would have been worded much differently than it was. But like we are following on the horses, Arabian horses, following the hordes of new Huns, the Russians. But it's not like that. Obviously, it's something that the Russians are clearing the defensive positions of the Ukrainians with this first, and then they move on or forward, and then again boom boom boom, and again and boom 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 if the other guys cannot hit them, and these guys still advance. That's, I think this is the basic way of warfare. Is nothing complicated about it. And about the settlements, I suspect with a big with a big percentage that the Ukrainians are still around those facilities, residential areas, settlements, as Amnesty International report documented. And I don't believe that the Russians are just hitting settlements because they like target practicing houses and a car and use millions of dollars of ammunition. I mean, there are some normal people, I don't want to say geniuses on the other side too, and if you're normal, at least you don't think that way. Why would you do that? To cause panic on what? On the army? When the army is going to get even more angry about it, you just help them, increase their fighting spirit. If you say, oh, okay, they're killing our families, go and kill them. So you don't need a lot of persuasion then to have the Ukrainians go and attack. So I don't think that's the case, but everybody's lying. What can I say? But us, just to make sure. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.